are Steve Berthume and Steve Levy along the way. 2 words headlining Wednesday night: LeBron.
How good is LeBron James?
Well, simply put, Dan, LeBron James is the best high school basketball player I have ever seen. And I think as a 17-year-old, he's better than Kobe Bryant was at the same age. Why? Because he is just as skilled as Kobe Bryant was, but he is more physically imposing. At 6'7", 235 pounds, he is a man right now, and he's got an extraordinary skill level. He's also a brilliant passer, a guy that can play with other people, find teammates, and create shots for others. He's got a maturity level that most kids his age just don't have.
Are you serious? Are you serious? How many college guys or NBA guys can make that pass in transition?
Culturally, I don't know how any kid can be ready for this. You know that Adidas and Nike are apparently at war over this kid already?
I read about that the school is under contract to one of the shoe companies.
Yeah, St. Vincent St. Mary's under contract to Adidas.
And the kid came out wearing Nikes the other day. So now at this game tonight, there'll be 4,000 representatives from every shoe company there. There'll be NBA scouts. There's no college scouts because the kid's not going to college.
You know, it's hard times. You see everything from crackheads, you know, to drug dealers, to gunshots every night, to police sirens. And I think it just made me strong.
Even if he's successful, there's going to be those who say, well, he didn't do this. Well, he didn't do that, you know, and I feel for him for that because, you know, that's not fair. He's only 17.
The cover of USA Today, the cover of ESPN magazine last year on Sports Illustrated's cover. What do you think? Is this too much, or is it too much pressure for you?
Well, I think it's no pressure for me. I think if I come out and play my game and get my team involved in the game, you know, it's a lot of notoriety for me and my teammates, but I just go out and play my game every night and give it our all. And if we give it 110% like we did tonight, no, it's no pressure for us.
Enough is enough. Finally, we not only turn off the hype machine, but we throw it out the window. Time to see what all the fuss is about.
I got goosebumps watching that. There's what we're talking about, instincts, feel for the game. I mean, that is just so special, Bill. He's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
How much pressure do you have to perform from day one?
There's no pressure. There's no pressure at all. I've been getting pressure since I was 10 years old. I'm doing something that I love to do, and that's play the game of basketball. Y'all like to watch me play basketball. I'm not going to guarantee no championship, I tell you that. I just hope that they accept me for who I am as a basketball player, and especially as a person.
Here is the man of the hour in probably the most anticipated debut of any first-year athlete in any sport. Here he comes the other way. There's your first James Jam of his career.
He's not disappointing me, I'm telling you right now.
He's got 10.
I mean, all the hype, I didn't know what to expect, but he knows how to play passing lane.
I pray to God that he'll strengthen my hand. They will think twice stepping onto my land. I draw the line is written in the sand.
Came out of nowhere.
Me and you will see that I ain't playing. Now, back up on my
Just stop it. He makes that look so easy. But mama, there goes that man, LeBron James, out of nowhere.
Jezebel don't even stand a chance.
James, the touchdown pass to LeBron. Hold on.
This reminds me very much of young Michael Jordan, who in his first 3 years in the NBA was unable to get the Bulls a winning record.
Click, click, get ready for your Kodak moment.
LeBron works behind it to put up a wild shot. Oh, please! Unbelievable! Breakaway for the Cavs. Gets it to LeBron!
smokes. You kidding me?
LeBron James is showing you what's about to happen, what we're going to see for the next 10 to 15 years.
When I watch this guy play, up close and in person as well as on TV, he is clearly the league MVP. This boy has been balling. He's been in the best condition of anybody else. He's been focused, and he's been delivering on both ends of the floor. Night in, night out, like a locomotive coming at you, has been LeBron James.
Defending on James. LeBron with a step back stuffs. This has to be considered one of the great postseason performances of all time.
This is unbelievable. This is Jordan-esque.
Working it down. 5 seconds. 4, 3. James scores with 2.2 to go. He has scored the last 25 points for Cleveland.
LeBron James has all the star power there can possibly be. I mean, he's 22 years old. He's getting to the finals way ahead of Michael Jordan. This kid came into the league with more scrutiny than anyone since Patrick Ewing, and he handled it very, very well.
Yes.
To
LeBron James! That was insane! Officially insane, LeBron James!
Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life!
Boy, he has not been able to get in the lane.
Goes inside, up and under, puts it up,
and down! Off the rubber red, and one! Green up top! Oh! St. Vincent, St. Mary!
Skips it to James. Inside for the slam. This is what you want to see from LeBron James. Bruce Bowen back it up to his move. Help comes quick. LeBron says, not on my watch, big fella.
Don't let the emotions go aside, wait 24 hours.
Oh, James on the slam. And then says to Tony Parker, not on my watch. Here's the buzzer. The San Antonio Spurs are NBA champions once again. Their 4th title in 9 years.
You remember, at the beginning of the season before it started, I said he could end up winning league MVP honors. Means nothing to me. He's got to get it done. He's got to get the ring.
The Celtics are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2002.
LeBron James, just 2 points in the fourth quarter, but
grade his performance, or overall grade for LeBron James in Game 6. What is it, Skip?
So I'm going to give him a D- in a do-or-die game on the road, a game that people had favored them to win from the start of the playoffs. LeBron James had 9 turnovers.
He had a terrible game, didn't seem passionate about it at all, and afterwards didn't seem particularly passionate about it. You know what he looked like? What? He looked to me like a guy who knew he was leaving town.
How hard it is to win and what it takes other than just pure basketball talent, which we know LeBron has. It tells you about that gene you always talk about, that Michael has, that you've got to question now whether or not LeBron really has it.
The Boston Celtics with the huge upset. They advance to the conference finals.
And Cleveland fans wondering if that's the last time he'll take off a Cavalier jersey.
Well, everybody is on pins and needles across the country, particularly those teams who are in the running for LeBron James. You ready to go, LeBron? We've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
It is heartbreaking news for Cleveland. LeBron James is going with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh to play for the Miami Heat in what he says are hopes to win a championship.
Not one, championships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
But his name is now right there with Art Modell in the Hall of Shame in Cleveland sports history.
What you can never
prepare for is the fallout or the outcry of someone hurt. And in this situation, it was a state that was hurt.
But the lasting memory of tonight will be this shot, his burning jersey in Lakewood.
We've supported him for 7 years now, and for him to go on there and drag us through the mud for 7 years and stab us in the heart, he deserves everything he gets. I hope he never wins anything in Miami. He is dead to me.
Do you regret how it ended? Would you like to apologize for the way it ended?
I don't want to apologize.
LeBron James and the Miami Heat at Quicken Loans Arena on a night unlike any other.
And I've not seen the electricity in a regular season game ever in my life.
The fans had their say tonight. What would you like to say to them if you could?
7 great years. Loved every part, loved every moment, from the growth when I was an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man, and just try to play hard every night. So I got the utmost respect for this franchise, utmost respect for these fans, and just continue the greatness for myself here in Miami, and try to get better every day.
He's the best player in the world. Does he want all the good players? He don't want to compete. He is an amazing player. He wants everybody. He don't want to compete. He want to be the favorite all the time. It just pisses me off that a guy that great don't want to compete.
As you said, you feel the hate. You sort of feel all this and people burning your jersey on TV.
Right.
What does that turn you into?
It basically turned me into somebody I wasn't. You start to hear the villain. Now you have to be the villain. And I started to buy into it. I started to play the game of basketball at a level or at a mind state that I've never played at before. Meaning angry, and that's mentally, and that's not the way I play the game of basketball.
We all admit he's the most gifted player in the game today, but we have never, ever seen a player this gifted who flames out and fails so consistently in late game situations.
Look, what you've been doing, as great as it is and as great as you are, ain't enough.
The Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions, the first title in franchise history. A bitter finish to a year that was really championship or failure, according to most people, including the Miami Heat players.
How would you say you play in the NBA Finals?
Not great at all.
When you put $350 or so million into 3 players, you're demanding, if you're the owner, if I was the owner of that team, I'd be demanding they win.
When you try to do something or try to become someone that you're not, it could change your habits. It can change what you've practiced all over the years. It can change the way you believe in things and see things. I believed so much that I was a villain. These guys going after Batman, I believe that.
I'm ready. Come on.
Feel it coming in the air, hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's a dangerous love affair.
Look out here.
Here comes James again. Not a problem, tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind.
LeBron with a cracker.
Here
we go.
I said it, we are.
James drive. LeBron James does it again.
All black, everything. Black cards.
Wade alley-oop to James. 49 points for LeBron.
King James. This is not James. 7 and 7. Can he do it again?
Yes. 8 for 8 from Kaboom James.
James, oh my! 5 dunks in the head.
I'm a 6-0 shot, 0 sugar. Back to run the circle spell. Never square. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's a dangerous love affair. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. The only thing that's on my mind is who gonna run this town tonight. Who gonna run this town tonight?
I have said it. If you don't get it done, I don't care. I don't care what he does in the regular season. He's my league MVP. I don't care. He could come in the first round, the second round, Eastern Conference Finals. I don't care.
I care about what you're going to do in terms of putting rings on your finger. It is time. I'm tired of this man being celebrated. For what? We know you're great. How about winning? I've spoken to champions. I've spoken to Hall of Famers throughout my career. I agree. And they talk about the price that they paid in order to win, to be crowned champions. And this guy is walking around like he won the title. It bothers me. Enough. You got to get it done. Period.
Drives on Durant, falls down. Fisher picks it up. James slow to get up. Versus James is now limping up the floor. He went down, stayed down for a bit.
You know, when you fall and you fail so many times, you just say, you know, you kind of just look yourself in the mirror and say, well, you know, what are you going to do about it?
James with 5 to shoot. Tries a 3. Bang! LeBron James from downtown. What a spin move by LeBron! No! 3-on-1, James! For the record, LeBron James has a Miami Heat record. LeBron drives in, oh my! A ferocious swing! Total disdain for anybody's feelings!
Given everything you've been through, when the clock hit triple zeros, what's the first thing that ran through your mind?
It's about damn time.
LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
He's not a kid anymore. He's a grown man. He conducts himself like a grown man on the court in terms of being a leader. So the level of focus is definitely elevated. You know, you got to look at him and understand that he no longer has that proverbial monkey on his back, where a championship has eluded him, where people are still questioning and wondering when is he going to capture that elusive ring. All of those things come into play to contribute to him being far more improved than he was back 5-6 years ago.
Look out below!
We never had a guy who was 6'8", 260, 270, who can outrun anybody, who can outjump anybody. We've never had a player like that.
Wade, alley-oop to James! Wade finds James! Block from James! That's rude, folks.
LeBron, you are constantly faced with the din of noise from the outside, scrutiny and pressure. How, when everybody is coming at you, do you keep your head and perform at the level you do?
For me, I can't worry about what everybody say about me. I'm LeBron James from Akron, Ohio, from the inner city. I'm not even supposed to be here. That's enough. Every night I walk into the locker room, I see a number 6 with James on the back. I'm blessed. So what everybody say about me off the court don't matter. I ain't got no words.
The man's been to 5 NBA Finals. He's
Respect
won
that,
2.
yeah.
He's won 2. And excuse me, who's LeBron going against last night? Did you not just call the Spurs the best team you have ever seen?
Yeah.
So there's no way to get around the fact that LeBron James, it was almost 1-on-5.
Yeah.
Because we have to recognize he was going up against a superior team. And by the way, he didn't have all his horses. Dwayne Wade is going to have to get operated on this summer. There's no question about it.
I don't know if that looked like fatigue. To me, it looked more like frustration and emotion. When you pour so much into a season and you're 6 minutes away from another team winning the championship, it can bother you. I think a lot of recognition that it's over.
They did not beat the Miami Heat. They beat them down.
This is about the collapse of the Miami Heat. So now you have in LeBron James, you have a guy with 3 MVPs and no rings, and people are saying he's the most overrated guy of all time. Today, what you got is people saying, wow, how many is he going to get?
Yeah.
Are we nearing the end on this yet?
No, we're not. This is like where Michael Jordan was in like 1993. No, there's chapters and chapters to come. I mean, he's still a young man. He's got half his career to go. I got him playing another 8 or 9 years, certainly 5 or 6 at the top of his game.
It's the second time going through all of this for LeBron James. The last time, you may remember, he had teams come to him to make their pitches. But this time, James is leaving the initial legwork to someone else.
Now we hear these stories that his agent is meeting with multiple teams. How serious should we take this?
This is serious. You know, LeBron James is a real free agent.
You know, I just got to say that the scenes that I'm seeing from LeBron's house outside Akron, where there is like almost like a religious experience developing. People are pilgrimaging there and gathering. This to me sums up the LeBron experience in Cleveland.
If you've been waiting to find out what LeBron James is going to do, turns out the Ohio guy is going home.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, worth about $515 million pre-announcement, are now $1 billion asset. That is one guy making that happen. He alone makes them a championship contender.
The trade is now official. Kevin Love, indeed, is a Cleveland Cavalier.
Love, Kyrie, and LeBron, Cleveland going to the finals.
They are right now, Vegas Sportsbooks, the favorite to win the NBA title.
The moment LeBron's decision was revealed just before 12:30 this afternoon, fans downtown around the Q went into a frenzy.
It's as if the fans were saying, welcome back.
It's people that came to me and said, LeBron, you gotta do what makes you happy. I'ma do what makes my city and my state happy. And that's why I came back. I love you. I'm back.
The last sentence is the only sentence that really matters. The last sentence is, I'm ready to accept the challenge, I'm coming home. And what he means by that is I'm expecting the challenge to bring a championship to Cleveland.
But you see the opportunity to go there and deliver something the city has never had. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. Steph Curry, man, we've been talking about LeBron James being the best player in the world. I mean, are we getting to a point where we might have to start revisiting that conversation? What the hell is going on with Steph Curry? He's my favorite player to watch. This dude is the greatest shooter that I have ever seen in NBA history. Steph Curry is shooting 59.5% from the field. Steph Curry is shooting 48.8% from three-point range. This ball goes up, it's going in. It's going in. This dude is on another level. Maybe I need to look at Steph Curry as in the discussion as the best player in the world, because if you can pull up from half court, how can I dismiss you? He literally is a threat for the time he steps past half court. There is nothing that strikes fear in the opposition more than a dude that can just throw the ball up unconsciously and it goes in. He pulls up from 40 and it ain't even a bad shot. But this brother's special. He is special. So LeBron James, well, maybe he's not the best player in the world. Now it's Steph Curry.
You're not the most valuable player this year.
I think collectively Golden State has more of a motivation than Cleveland. We're going to find out a lot in this series. It's going to be interesting to see. Steph Curry, he's coming.
I would take all the pain that comes with competing for a championship. I'll take all the bumps and bruises that I'm going to get when I'm done playing, because I know I left it all on the floor.
In the end, we're seeing the LeBron that is 31, is not going to chase you down and block from behind, is not going to slam dunk as much. He is no longer an A-plus scorer and an A-plus defender and an A-plus this, that, and everything.
Yes, he did. His shoulder popped out.
Yeah, he ran right past.
He's going right to the locker room. I think his shoulder popped out.
You're not going to get a 45-point night from him. Those days are over. He's a human being.
LeBron fade away. I would say, well, that's the rotation.
Curry steps back. Oh! Stephen Curry with some magic. And Kyrie Irving is hurt, limping up the floor.
And the dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions.
LeBron James, you have been dethroned.
We haven't seen the best of LeBron yet. Now he's taking off.
Smith up top. LeBron James inside.
LeBron has taken over this ball game.
Bledsoe had it chased down by LeBron James.
Jazz are playing Cleveland game right now. Oh, my moment.
Now he understands. Just control the game. It takes a special person to know how to control the game.
James for the win. It's gone. LeBron James at the buzzer. Just work inside. He rocked the rim. James to the basket and throws it down. James on the drive. And one. Back up top. James a long three. Bang! Tie game.
Steph Curry is now in the midst of having the greatest single season any player has ever had, because he took it up 5 notches from where he was a year ago.
If you're LeBron,
I'm with you.
All the talk that we've said.
You got it.
Look, LeBron still has years left. But what are you going to do if you're running into this kid? Somebody has to figure out how to stop this kid.
Yep.
Otherwise, he is going to ruin careers.
The first unanimous selection in the entire history of the NBA. He is your 2016 Kia Most Valuable Player, Steph Curry.
It's official, number 73. The greatest regular season in NBA history now belongs to the 2016 Golden State Warriors.
Steph Curry, in his own way, is essentially letting y'all know, what the hell do y'all keep calling him the king for? I'm the king. I'm the one with the championship. I'm the one with the crown. I'm the 2-time league MVP. And here I come.
For game 1 of these
Warriors NBA Finals, the rematch from last year. Warriors and Cavaliers, best of 7 to decide an NBA champion. James answers Thompson, blocked by Bogut, his third already.
Everything you could possibly do wrong, they did.
He is not as impactful as he used to be.
They clearly could not stop the Golden State Warriors.
Curry to Iguodala. Oh, what a beautiful pass. It's a 20-point game. Back out Barbosa, up top, Thompson for 3. Pucks it in. Curry the mismatch. Curry the 3.
The Cleveland Cavaliers got their heart snatched right out of their chest tonight. They literally gave up.
Green and James jawing at each other while play continues.
He said Draymond Green called him the B word, and that's what got him going.
And the Golden State Warriors, with a huge win on the road, take a commanding 3-1 lead in these NBA Finals. LeBron James and the Cavs now in a big hole as they head back to Oakland.
Are the Cavs done?
Yes, they are. I don't even know why that's a question. Their chances of winning this series is 0.
He told me he can't remember being that upset on an NBA court. He said he's sure it's probably happened before, but he can't remember the last time he was that upset.
I don't know how the man feels, but obviously people have feelings, and I guess his feelings just got hurt.
What did you say Klay said?
Klay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
LeBron James showed up and said, I'm not ready for this to end. I'm not going to allow the reigning defending NBA champions to celebrate for a second consecutive year.
Dellavedova on the drive. Inside to James for the flush.
Fresh off of a 41-point performance in Game 5 at the Oracle, he returned to the Q and did the same thing against the reigning defending champions. He's feeling himself right now.
Keeps his dribble somehow. Irving back to James. Oh, he throws it down.
He blocks Steph Curry's shot and then turns around with the swag, talking smack to the reigning 2-time league MVP. And I suspect that come Sunday night, LeBron James is going to make his presence felt emphatically. And Golden State is going to have an answer for that. This is what Game 7s are all about. The NBA gets what it wants. The NBA fans get what it wants. We certainly get what we want. And it's 2 MVPs going up against one another, and I couldn't be more hyped about it. I love this. This is why I cover the NBA for the last 20 years. For moments like this.
The Cavaliers become just the 3rd team to force a Game 7 when down 3-1 in the finals.
LeBron James looked as cool and as ice cold as they come when it comes to somebody being in this moment, along with the pressure that comes with it. He doesn't seem fazed. He seems focused. He seems ready. Down 3-1 on the brink of elimination. The Cleveland Cavaliers are now on the brink of history, on the verge, 48 minutes removed from becoming the first team in NBA history to overcome a 3-1 deficit and capture an NBA crowd.
Smith, pass right through the hands of Curry. James, a two-handed slam.
You're a guy that the NBA basically has placed the mantle on your shoulders and essentially said, carry this league into the next era. Did you ever feel like you didn't want that responsibility?
No. I've always wanted to be the leader. I've always wanted what everybody else didn't want. I'm controlling my destiny. When I be done, I don't want people to say, well,
he ended up the same way as this person or this player. I want people to say that LeBron James did it his way, and now he's a legend.
Game 7 is tied as we come up on a minute remaining.
I'm sitting on the bench watching them play, and I see the fast break, and I was like, oh, fuck. And all of a sudden, because I'm watching this thing happening, and all of a sudden I see a black blur go out of nowhere.
Oh, blocked by James! LeBron James with the rejection! Wow. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown! It's over! It's over! Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions. And the emotions for LeBron James, who delivers on his promise to come home and bring a championship to his beloved hometown.
The curse is over. The 52-year drought has come to an end.
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to this city. I gave everything that I had. I poured my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and I don't know why the man above gives me the hardest role, but I just kept that same positive attitude. Like, instead of saying, why me, they're saying this is what he want me to do. And Cleveland, this is for you. Oh!
Breaking news.
Happened.
It's here. And it's Golden State for Kevin Durant.
Wow.
Think about that team.
That damn Kevin Durant ruined my season. I'm trying to tell you right now. Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it.
You went to the team who beat you. Dang, you're Kevin Durant? You're one of the top 3 players in the world. Your teammate is one of the top 5 players in the world. And you leave to go to the team that beats you.
I thought I was going to have the finals to look forward to. I thought at least I was going to have the finals to look forward to. Now I'm worried about the damn finals. I'm worried about how competitive it is going to be. I'm worried about the essence of competition, for crying out loud. I might not even have it. And that's what happened to saying that better teams beat LeBron James.
Is it fair? I don't care. I mean, who am I to say if it's fair or not? I mean, no matter who am I going against, if I'm going against 4 Hall of Famers, like I said before the series started with Draymond, Clay, Steph, and KD, or if I'm going against 2 or whatever the case may be, I'm always excited to play the game, and I'm not one to judge or say if it's fair or not.
Is as unstoppable as I think that we've ever seen him.
He fills the stats up across the board, night in and night out. You're talking about a kid who can easily average a triple-double if he chooses.
The maturity, his pacing.
Hard drive.
Consumed by LeBron James. He ate it up.
James to the basket and throws it down.
He's the only player in history that in his 14th year has been the best in the world.
Who in their 14th year gets better in assists and rebounds?
It's incredible.
He is the baddest man on the planet.
LeBron, and got it, banks it in.
For an 18-year-old kid to come into the NBA, live up to the hype, never got in a stitch of trouble,
right?
It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
There it is. Three. There it is, right there. Just past Michael Jordan for #1 all-time most points.
A team that was up 3-1 added Kevin Durant to the team. To me, the Golden State Warriors are the team to beat and will win the NBA championship.
Durant handling. Durant down the lane. Side. Tristan Thompson finds James. Oh, what a pass. And Livingston throws it down. Timeout, Cavaliers. It's by Curry, stolen by James. Iguodala's back. And James throws it right down in his face.
Incredible opportunity.
Durant for three. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown, and Golden State takes the lead. There it is. Redemption for Golden State. One of the great playoff runs of all time is complete.
He's the only person that I was looking at since 2012. He's the only one that I looked at and said he's the only guy that can look me eye to eye.
And you collect the troops up again, and we get ready to go do this thing again. So they have an incredible team. They beat us, but I'm pretty sure we'll be back and we'll be ready to battle again. Some people would say that he's on the line of greatness, but that guy is way over.
I'm drowning.
You know, every single day demanding more out of himself, demanding more out of us.
I'm drowning.
Whether you want to believe in him or not, he's still coming.
Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch. I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch. I'm drowning.
Kyrie Irving asking the Cavaliers to trade him. Irving says he wants to play where he can be the focal point and no longer wants to play alongside LeBron James.